I entered the laundry room that morning with an almost righteous sense of purpose and vigor. The floor slopes intentionally for drainage, and the laundry carts are always caved in on each other in a mad tangle, and I just knock them, hither and yon, with a satisfying crack, like breaking a set of billiard balls, sending them skittering and crashing into each other. I pushed my own upright cart past the folding table and the waiting area with the plastic bucket seats, and it was there that I found my very elderly neighbor, Lana Plotsky, lying on the floor, dead. So dead, in fact, that someone had covered her. I fixated on the coverlet. It was the palest of sky blues with beautifully sewn even stitches, and the label said Neiman Marcus 100% combed Egyptian cotton, so I reached down to take it. I'm trying to be honest about what happened. I don't see the point in putting a gloss over events. Is it so hard to understand that I was in shock? Not shocked to find death in the laundry room, even though it's a place I associate more with renewal than dissolution. Not even shocked that she died. Everyone has to die. Mrs. Plotsky's denouement was not a bad way to exit this world, folding clean laundry. To me it says I was fully alive. I soiled my clothes in the natural course. I laundered them in the communal laundry facility, disposed of the lint. And if I leave a little extra time on the dryer so someone else can get a head start, a bit of a boost, then that's an added bonus. What was shocking was to be the one to find her, that fate had picked me. When she'd been alive, I hadn't really liked her that much. I hadn't been able to see past what now seemed like superficial flaws, the general uncleanliness, the pathological cheapness, and until we resolved it, the volume on her television. I've had a lot of time to think about my actions on that day, my moment-to-moment choices, which were spontaneous and intuitive, and some might say impulsive. In my own defense, I will say to those who reflexively will ask when they learn what happened, why did you think it advisable to put her in the double-load washer and launder her corpse? Why not just call 911? She was my neighbor, and it did not occur to me to slough her off on officials, strangers. When you live in Cooperative Village, you're a cooperator, and it's not nice to say so, but she stunk badly. And I thought, if it were me on the laundry room floor, starting to stink up a common area, I'd be more than a little upset with myself. And since I had extra bleach that I didn't absolutely need for Joseph's underwear, and bleach is an excellent odor fighter, I splashed a little on Mrs. Plotsky, thinking it might help, and it did. So then I thought, well, if a little bleach helps, a lot will probably lick the whole problem altogether. I was trying to help. Her dignity was at stake. Not everyone gets that. Like here, the machines were front-loading, which I generally find very convenient, but then even more so, because it would have been too difficult for me to pick up the dead weight of Mrs. Plotsky above the floor, the dead being as heavy as they are. I very well might have broken my back trying to load her in the top, but with the ease of front-loading, I could unfold her legs into the machine, kind of scoop her tiny little self up and shove her in. I didn't do it lightly. I assure you, no disrespect was intended. Not at all. Quite the contrary.